good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for WIS News Primetime. I'm Greg Adeline. Every weeknight at 7:30, we're here telling you the untold stories of kindness, community, and hope across the Midlands. And tonight, a Hopkins man is sharing a story about an incredible find, and it was an iconic baseball card. The autographed baseball card with South Carolina ties not only has sentimental value, it's worth $100,000. Sam Shapiro tells us how his family came across this needle in a haystack. What an incredible find, Sam.
Yeah, Greg, it all started with buying a book with a few baseball cards inside, hoping it would be a nice addition to her husband's collection, but soon finding out, the couple would find out it was worth so much more.
We got so lucky. The Lord bless us, so lucky. I just couldn't believe it.
Josh Lucas and his family in disbelief after finding out they had found a signed baseball card at a yard sale worth thousands of dollars. Lucas inspired to start collecting by his father.
He said, I can't tell you what they're worth now, but keep them. And that's what got me interested, really. And just getting something like that. And then you go from comic books to cards. And I collect everything, man, just about now. Just about everything. And it's all because of him. It's all because of him.
A South Carolina native and World Series champion, Shoeless Joe Jackson holds one of the top career batting averages in MLB history at .356. Lucas remembers first getting the card in the late 1990s after his wife brought it home for him from a yard sale.
Joe Jackson card just kept coming up to me. That's why I was like, she might have something here.
The idea of the card potentially being worth something had Lucas doing some research.
Then I asked one of my oldest brothers, he's passed now, his name is Russ, he said, man, do you know what you have? I'm like, man, I don't, it's a card, an old baseball card. He's like, no, man, you got something big. That's why he was telling me about where he come from and where he got, why he was blackballed and this and that. I was like, oh, we do have something. You know, then I stepped back and started doing research and what.
A few years later, Josh and Jennifer had someone check it out during an appraisal fair. Lucas says one of the appraisers at the fair made him realize the worth of his backyard bargain.
But when they got to us, he was like, do you know what you have? I was like, yeah, a picture of Joe Jackson and his signature. And he was like, if I was to appraise this now, I would say for you to get $100,000 worth of insurance on it.
Lucas says even after finding out more than 20 years ago it was valuable, he has yet to sell the card. While he didn't always know the value the card had, he always knew the value his marriage had. He says he's mainly kept the card because he wants to have a safety net for when he and Jennifer retire.
This whole thing is about her, though. It's about my wife. Man, we've been married 40 years. You know, we done been through so much and seen so much. Just for her, the Lord to bless her for something like that. It's my job to do whatever I can to make it come true.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lucas sharing his story with me raised the ultimate question, Greg. Would you keep the card or would you sell it?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. It depends on how bad you needed the $100,000, you know? But then again, I mean, the value of that could probably only go up.
Right, and when you're keeping it with family, it's even more sentimental. I know at least if I was going to sell the card, I would give the money to my family.
Yeah, so of course, every time we see Shoeless Joe Jackson or anything about it, you often think of the movie Field of Dreams.
Right on, right on.
If you build it, he will come.
If you build it, he will come, Greg. Yeah, absolutely. And I want to thank, I want to thank Josh so much for sharing his story with me and for showing me that cool card.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's one you definitely don't want to put in the spokes of the, of the tire. You want to hang on to that one.